Nikki, we murdered him. It's a ghost that we're talking to. He doesn't exist anymore, only as a spectral form. No, you're a ghost boy.
I'm a pushing ghost cat.
Like that Casper.
Kickstarter.com.
Episode 48 of Buffer Buddies. This is a podcast where we watch movies and then we talk over them and then we don't talk about the movies, and that's fun for you to listen to. I'm Jared from UpDownLeftDie.
I'm Tiffany from UpDownLeftDie. I interrupted you because I'm number one.
That's what you think. Well, this is John Schwartzwelder. Coming third.
And then we also have Aranya and Hot Lava, aka Fava Lava, and Sechiyami and Dimba in listening voice mode. You guys, this is a special episode. Well, it's not. It's actually the opposite special because we could not record an episode this week, so we're doing Better Than Nothing episode. We're doing a short one. We're going to be watching Viva La Bam. Oh, are we doing it muted, you guys? Should we do it muted and just try to figure out what they're doing?
Should we dub them over?
Oh, but then that doesn't make any sense to the audio listeners.
It doesn't. Well,
I think we did this once before. I think there was an episode where we did this and we watched it without audio and we didn't know what the hell's going on. And I kind of like that idea.
I know you guys watch Shrek.
Well, Shrek, we periodically muted it, but I think we did a Viva La Bam episode, and they did some kind of like weird like golf course, and like just the series of events leading up to that was like chaos, and I liked kind of not knowing what was going on.
I think what you should do is actually take the audio to Shrek and put it over Viva La Bam.
Oh my gosh, and see if it lines up in any significant way.
Yeah.
What if we just started watching movies with Shrek audio over it? What if that was like our thing? Like Buffer Buddies is the podcast where we overlay Shrek audio across all movies and see if there's any alternative storyline.
You know how like restaurants have wine pairings to go with their food? We should have audio pairings to go with the video.
Well, actually, I think it's the other way around. We should take random movie audios and line them up with Shrek. So we watch Shrek visuals every week, but the story of Shrek changes based on the audio going along with it. Because in like one movie, it's like Pretty Woman, and the other movie is like Mission Impossible, but with Shrek and Donkey.
What if the movie is longer than Shrek? It's like silence at the end.
we just sit there. We just sit there in silence.
You saw how A Quiet Place got like raving reviews, and that movie was entirely silent.
Maybe we just watch all movies muted and see if they're good, better, silent.
Yeah. I think we should go back. You know how like there's that thing that where it's like we're using so much emojis now, it's like going back to hieroglyphics. It's like, why don't we just go back to silent films?
That's right. Why don't we just take everything out? It's 50% less work, and that math adds up. Don't question it.
Now, is it silent if there's old-timey piano in the background?
We don't even do that because that's too much
work.
What
if we dub the old-timey piano? Bird, 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 bird.
Ding 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 bang 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 ding 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 piano. That was a very weird piano, but that's piano. The piano banjo. One of the piano keys has a key that goes piano when you hit it. Piano, 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 piano. So are we doing this muted or not? What do you guys think?
I can go either way.
Because
let's see how well that goes.
Okay,
we can always turn it back up.
I'm kind of like not like I don't really care. Yeah, we can always turn it back on. I don't really care if we don't like listen to it. Okay, so there's a warning screen with a guy talking over it. Oh, I hit play, you guys. Oh, this is season 4, episode 3. CKY gets jobs.
I know we literally just said, oh, let's watch this movie muted. I have tried to turn the volume up because I was thinking I couldn't hear anything.
I can't hear anything.
This guy's saying.
Viva La Bam had way more than 4 seasons. I think he had like, Jesse in our chat, or Hot Lava, Fav Lava. He said, I'm back with homemade milkshake and it's delicious. Well, good for you. Check your privilege. Some of us don't have milkshakes. And then he said, wow, Viva La Bam had 4 seasons. It had way more. Man,
did that milkshake bring us to the yard?
Are all the boys in your yard?
So this intro, I would imagine has rock music in front of it, and they're all like dancing around, and they look like morons with it muted. They're just
Jared. You need to cosplay Bam Margera.
Oh my gosh, I could do that.
You probably have half of it already.
He's basically me in high school with the long hair.
I'll be the uncle. I'll be your uncle.
Uncle. Tyler could be, I don't know who that guy just was.
Ryan Dunn?
Was it Ryan Dunn? I don't know.
Oh yeah, he died.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Gosh, his effects on this intro where he like jumps off the building, so bad. Gosh, it's just
so good.
I think this show is filmed with a handy one of those old handy cams, those Sony like 20 to 200 millimeter handy cams. There's so much like
chromatic.
Not even like barely. There's so much like chromatic aberration. I think that's how you say that, around the edges of like everything.
Maybe it's their style. Maybe it's supposed to
aesthetic.
Be like an effect that you're like on that dank kush like all the time.
It's got that Tony Hawk. Okay, there's a chair on fire. There's just a chair on fire for no reason. Oh, this was a good idea. Watching it muted.
I like how it has that little blinky strip at the top.
Yeah,
that's the best.
I think that's supposed to be like
encoding or something. Yeah,
it's something to do with like the when it's broadcasted over the air back before it was digital. I think that has to do with like the transcript. What is that called? Closed caption. I think that has something to do with closed caption data.
I wonder if that's enough data though for text.
No, it's not. That's not it. It just has something to do with that. I don't know exactly how it works. Yeah.
How much of this is acting?
I would say a lot of it.
Show. It's probably fake. Completely.
Because here's the thing. That interview I had at the Cat Cafe, they fed me lines at one point. They're like, okay, let's feed you some lines. And they just told me things to say.
Did they taste good?
Hey, I have a question for you, John Schwartzwalder, and it might be a little bit of a personal question. So feel free to not say it on this public podcast that's broadcasted to millions with like a bajillion viewers and downloaders. Did you become a dad? Because those are some like real good dad jokes.
I could become a dad, but not right now though.
What if it's like a cosmic thing though, and like you impregnate some woman, you have one night stand, you don't even know. Just one day, all of a sudden, you start making like dad jokes because like she had a kid. Like it's just like you're like, oh, what's happening to me? Like that would be crazy.
Like a transformation, like a werewolf.
Yeah,
like some liar kind of magic.
You so you have like a one night stand, and then like 9 months later, you forgot, you don't even know. Like you both moved on, and all of a sudden you're like, it tastes good. You're like, what? That was such a bad joke. And you're making all these puns and like stupid jokes, and you're like, I must have become a dad.
Are you hungry?
Let me eat his Snickers. Nope, that didn't fix it. Oh, I think I became a dad. Oh no.
And you get like some New Balance shoes and some socks all high up, you know.
So I hate that. Like that New Balance is like a meme for like white old men. I like New Balance shoes. I think they're the most comfortable shoes. And so I hate that I feel guilty for buying them. Okay, so recap, catching up on the Viva La Bam crew. They're smashing cars for some reason. No, don't know why. And they're doing it for money. They got $15 per car.
Oh man, that's just like those like destroy games.
Yeah, but it's exhausting and looks bad for your bones and joints. And
maybe it's really like exhilarating.
Yeah, but like you have to do like per car $15. It's going to take you more than like an hour. Maybe
they're cars made out of chocolate.
And there's some subtitles. This guy's psycho. Bite it. Nothing at all. We won. I'm just. This is a great podcast.
What did they win?
How that guy's shirt is blurred out for some reason.
So I'm going to make a shirt with the logo on it and then get it printed so it's blurred out, and then like in our videos it'll look like we blurred it out. Like, what brand is that? And it's like, oh, it's the blurred out shirt brand. I made that.
That's really good tracking.
Is Viva La Bam just a bunch of GTA side quests?
I think so, because these effects look like some Tony Hawk Pro Skater like text popping up. Like, what
came first, Tony Hawk or Viva La Bam?
Tony Hawk.
Well, these have the Tony Hawk aesthetics.
Well, no. Technically, I think CKY came before Tony Hawk.
I think you might be right. CKY is pretty old.
What? Did art imitate life, or?
I think art imitated life. Bam Margera is in Tony Hawk.
I mean, he's not a bad skater, actually.
Bam Margera is Tony Hawk.
I was about to read it like that. I'm like, they're the same person. You never see them in the same room at the same time.
When Tony Hawk wins first place,
was he?
Was he in the original one?
I don't think so.
Wait, what are they doing? Why?
Putting chocolate on their shoes?
Why?
Chocolate.
Or it's not chocolate. It's like
it doesn't look like chocolate anymore on the floor, though.
I mean, like, that's fine, but like they use the brush.
They're so goofy. They're like, he tripped and he like dropped a bunch of scones on the floor, and then the mom comes in and she's buying stuff. Oh, but they're frosting each other in the back room.
That's how my every fanfic I write starts out.
Oh, he's putting frosting on his face like he's shaving him? What is happening? Oh, the mom is shocked and appalled at her son, who's been doing this for like 18 years. She can't believe it. She can't believe. How did I raise this boy? How did I raise this?
I don't know if this is racist or problematic, but when I see his mom, I'm imagining your mom.
She's kind of like my mom. She looks like my mom with like white hair. I could be Bam. I should just start throwing pies at my parents.
I think your parents would be into it. I mean, if you bring in the money
into it.
If I bring in like the crew, I'll just give Tiffany a camera and I'd be like, it's for a TV show. And like, that's Tiffany. We know you don't have a TV show.
I think your parents might call the cops on you. I feel like they're the type of parents
I'm
who'd
done
be
with
like,
this.
it's time to call the cops on
this boy. Cut it, nip it in the bud.
I think I have like 26 years of being good. That's got to be worth something. That's got to be worth a fruit pranks.
If you were bad from the get-go, they expect it. But if you were suddenly bad, like, you'd snap.
No, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's like
therapy. There's something wrong.
No.
Yeah,
it's
so
the
they
opposite.
would send
it's
me to jail. Jail therapy.
He's been good so far. He deserves, like, I've banked it all. I've banked 7 years of good. So I can pull
it's like
off a lot.
Well, if you're good, that's the norm. And if you go away from that norm, now it's not normal.
Yeah, it's an alarm, like
cashing
fraud
out.
alarm.
I'm like, I would like to withdraw in my entire bank account, please. And they're like, oh dang, that's like, you could be mean for like 5 years before we like say anything.
So I think I want to start a new segment, a podcast within a podcast, if you will.
Okay.
Where I go and I browse through Kickstarter while we do this podcast, and then
they just real fast. They're going to do like pizza dough thing, and it said it paid $6 an hour. I don't know what state and year this is, but what the crap.
Back then, yeah, $6 sounds right.
Yeah,
it was 7 something when I started working.
In the 90s, man, it was like $3.
Minimum wage shot up real fast. That inflation is real bad.
Yeah, because it went from like 8 to 14 or something like that.
Well, the federal is still low, but like no one gets paid the federal.
Oh, that's true.
You know, I think federal is like $7.25.
In states where the living cost is cheaper, no one gets paid the federal in California. That's just,
oh my gosh, I love this guy in the green hat.
What was your podcast and within a podcast? Sorry, I had it.
Sorry, it's Kickstarter. And my problem is that I mean, like.
Oh, your Kickstarter podcast. Yeah. We established that.
I'm just gonna read this. Should I say the title or do I not want to do that?
They're hold on, wait a minute. I want to, okay, so they're babysitting these kids and they were just pouring like a gallon of milk on a coffee table. There's no way that those kids did that on their own. They're like, they paid them off, or they just like, it's for a TV show. There's like, this show is so staged and fake. It's actually kind of aggravating. Oh, there's paint on the walls, and oh no, Ryan was here is on the wall. Fired. He got zero money. Oh no.
So for shows like these, it's almost always fake because they don't want to have like this whole big film crew and everything for nothing. So they have to have something.
What I imagine is like they go, okay, we're going to film you. You're not doing anything. Let's spice it up. You know, anytime that something that organically isn't happening, they're going to inject something. Because why would you sit around and babysit a kid, have it go perfectly, and then you paid all these guys to film nothing, right? Like, so of course it's like, pour this milk out, but my mom's going to get mad. No, they won't. We're going to pay them off. Like, you know,
Kickstarter, gonna browse Kickstarter.
Do Kickstarter thing. Sorry, I was just amazed by that kid.
Song. Okay, that was my theme song. So I found this one. They have $0. I'm very confused because it said 5 backers, but also 0 pledged. So I'm very confused about that. They have 16 days left, but and that's all they have is about. And he says, my hope is that this will play a part in the story of human cultivation of wheat and ultimately be a factor in unfolding our spatial dimension. Money will be used to rent a piece of land, plow it, and irrigate. Land measurement instruments and a drone will be acquired to monitor the project. Further description and thesis concerning how this will be offered later. And I want you to know that you can pledge about $13 for a wheat spike. You'll get a spike in the northernmost wheat to keep it in your bread box. That's what they're offering. Then they're going to deliver it in October 2018. So for just $13, you'll have a little thing of wheat that you can keep.
I feel like that's not enough time for him to grow the wheat.
October 2000. That's why he's. If he gets his drone, he can do it.
I don't understand what the project is. Is it just this Kickstarter farm? Like, is he just want a farm?
A wheat farm. And that's
no, wheat or weed?
Wheat.
Okay, wheat.
So
are you going to pledge? Yes or no, Jared?
No, I don't understand.
Are you going to pledge? Yes or no, John Schwartzwelder?
I mean, I can just go to the store and buy like some bread. I mean,
but
unfortunately, that means this Kickstarter will not be funded.
What is his goal?
His goal is I just clicked out of it. I lost it. I'll never know.
$18.85.
$18.85.
$1,000, $885. One backer.
That's pretty modest.
Oh, on the main page it said 5 backers.
I see one backer and it's $0 pledge. How does that work?
I don't know.
How did you find this?
Yeah.
Maybe because this isn't like Norway. Maybe like the amount of money he pledged is equivalent to $0 US. Maybe it's so low.
True, yeah.
Maybe the
you're actually
exchange rate is so low.
That. You're actually right because it's converted from 5 NOK of 15,000 NOK. So that's actually like less than a penny in our money, I think, if that works out right. Oh,
well, now is $0.63 US.
Yeah.
That cow had like a big snot dribble.
Are you talking about the show?
Yeah, they had like a big like snot string on its nose because, you know.
Here's the thing about this episode of the show, and it's complete crap, and it makes me really mad. They're trying to get jobs because of something their mom said. The show is a job.
Right?
The show is money. They're not doing it
pays well.
Yeah, like that's.
I mean, Lamborghinis don't just like pay themselves.
Maybe they're trying to get real jobs.
Yeah, that's right. I think you're right. I think early on in the episode, she was like, "You've never had a real job. You don't know what it's like to work." And I think they're just
all you do is skate around on your fancy wheeled board all day.
Your future board.
Your future board, and you get the monies from the drink company.
Every time it shows this screen where it's like, this is how much money they've earned, I just hear like guitar like.
I like how this was like every time back before Red Bull just sponsored everybody.
Yeah, I don't think Red Bull like existed yet.
Mm-hmm. And you know, like the guitar riffs when you like confirm your selection, it goes like.
Yeah,
that's what I hear.
But also, like when you're playing like Tony Hawk and like the level has a countdown and you do all this stuff and at the end it's like ranking up like let's say you like it's the first Tony Hawk game, right? You know how like everyone can master that first level and they can do every single mission the first time. And it's like like for like an hour. Like that's what I see when they're like ranking up like, oh, we earned this money. Like I don't know, just crazy guitar sounds because that's the 90s.
Especially since you like press X to skip through all of them.
Yeah, it's like dang, it's like all fast. So Viva La Bam now is doing wheat stuff. This is the Kickstarter.
Oh my gosh, this is Norwegian wheat.
That's wheat.
Farm. Wheat.
He's driving crazily through the thing. Oh, he's quitting the job.
Wait, now he's harvesting
Bam Hummer? Style.
That doesn't collect that. It's just like
I know
cuts it down.
I don't think that counts.
Yeah.
This is switching between 3 people doing like different jobs so fast. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what jobs they are.
Steve.
And now I think they're gonna bartend.
Jobs.
Oh, he's a fireman, but he's a fish.
He's a fireman?
This is a flyer.
That's a pretty fly suit though. It's all shiny and stuff.
Look at you, fireman. That's a fly suit, man. How many kids did you have?
Why is he doing a rickshaw in a fish costume?
Because everything is racist.
Cultural appropriation.
He's bowing. Yeah, he is getting kind of.
Was he bowing or was he like?
But this is before they had cultural appropriation, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think cultural appropriation was always a thing. Our standards of it was just very different.
He fell on the floor and he's like crying or having a tantrum.
No, he's acting like a fish out of water.
He needs air. I mean, yeah.
Oh, it's so terrible. This is the worst show ever. Sushi lunchtime.
I would like to think that he's actually running that fast.
Yeah.
Especially in the suit.
Oh, man.
That's a pretty sweet lawnmower.
All right, goodbye, lawnmower.
Except for... Yeah, it's self-driving.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. It's like a drone.
Better than Tesla.
Or was it just driving around randomly?
I mean, how can you tell?
Maybe it wasn't. It was intentional driving into that tree.
So we skateboard, he says. I think they're talking about like what he thinks, like what he's asking them what they really do for real life.
Wait, did Don Vito ever skateboard in the show?
I don't know. I think a joke.
He attempted.
So this place is called Amazon Cafe. Like, how does that work?
I don't think it's like the company Amazon.
No, but they would
like
get sued.
The rainforest Amazon?
I think the coffee beans were made out of Robusta.
I think Amazon would sue them, is what I'm saying.
I mean, we don't even know who buys it anyways.
Well, this is back then.
I think Amazon existed.
Really?
I don't know.
I mean, it existed.
I don't remember life.
I think.
I don't remember life before Amazon.
Amazon, where's your wiki page?
I think Amazon has always been existed, like
since the beginning of time, right?
The Earth existed and Amazon was there.
I think Noah Amazon primed his ark.
Amazon was just waiting for the internet to be invented. It was just sitting there and it's like, man, I can't wait till we can make some money. Gotta wait for this internet thing to come by.
Let me see. Well, it was called Cadabra in 1994 to 1995.
Really?
Cadabra?
Never heard of that. Okay, so
didn't they sell books at the beginning?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Amazon started with it's actually Jeff Bezos first opened up Barnes and Noble. That was first. Then it became Amazon. Yeah, Kindle. That used to be sold at Barnes and Noble. That was like his first. I'm not sure if it was his first, but like it was first a brick and mortar, then the internet thing. Now he's kind of like going back to brick and mortar. It's kind of like come full circle. Mm-hmm. So Viva La Bam's dad is counting the money they earned, but it's all like crumpled up and they're mopping the floor badly. Oh, they're mopping it lazily. They're cleaning the house, but they're all doing such a bad job.
Amazon managed Borders bookstore's website, but I think that's the extent of their stuff.
I like how they're cleaning so badly. It's like they have to put effort into cleaning it that badly.
Yeah.
Where it's easier just to do it the proper way.
Man, their house is super nice. They have like armor things. Like they have like so many of those pieces of armor. There's like that. I saw at least 3 statues of armor. Oh, okay.
And they need money or something? Why?
Because their mom is like, your guys are spoiled, and now they have weed whackers, and her mom, stop! You're ruining my roses, Why do you have...
Is she like acting?
Yeah, well,
is she like a... Well, what I'm trying to get at is she a good actor?
Yeah.
Like, is she like really like, or is that like bad acting? Like,
I think she is like, you're crazy, you are crazy, but she probably like, the boys are at it again, they're so crazy. Like my parents are like to me, but like in the show they're like, you really got to get like wig out, like whatever you're feeling, multiply it by 10. Like, oh, why are you doing this? Oh no.
So what you're saying is you are Bam Margera.
I'm Bam Margera, but I'm like 1/100th of the, like on a scale, like I'm a smaller version of him.
You're Bam Bam Margarine Butter.
Because my parents think I'm crazy, like all the stuff that we do, like the stream and like the con. They're like, he's always running around, that boy. But I don't.
You're like the homeopathic tincture.
What?
Yeah, he's the tincture version of
what
Bam.
version?
Like the lower end.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You're
the swap meet version.
Yeah.
Of Bam
I don't know what that word you said was, but yes. So,
like a little bit of it.
Do we want to do another episode?
A little bit. They're only 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
And like half of it is like filler.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's do.
I'm thoroughly enjoying Muted Viva La Bam. Our next episode is season 5, episode 2, Ape's birthday surprise.
Oh, look, it's Jamie Heineman.
Is it? No, it's not.
He lets beard grow a little too much.
That's not him.
It could be.
No, it can't.
That's like his dad.
Yeah.
Does anyone have snacks?
Oh no, not really. I ate pizza before I streamed.
I have Reese's peanut butter cups on the table. I haven't touched them yet.
That's a good snack.
I'm eating a cinnamon glazed macadamia nut.
Whoa, Fava Lava in chat says, next episode of Mythbusters, we're going to jump off a roof. Wait, suspect, hold up. He said, I'm going to make another smoothie. It was good. Pause. Wait, alarms? You're a liar. You're a dirty liar. It wasn't a smoothie. Now you're saying I meant a milkshake. No, suspect. I think he didn't make anything. He's just bragging to us. Oh, guys, I'm going to make a milkshake. Hey, I'm making a milkshake too. Oh, I mean a smoothie. Oh, I mean a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, shoot. What did I say? I can't get my lies straight.
Strawberry again?
They're basically cousins. No, not really. One is dairy-based and one is not. Okay, so this episode opens up. There's a horse in the house. His mom is like, why is there a horse in my house? And then she pets it. And then Viva La Bam gave her a photo of a horse. And he's drinking. And the horse is pooping on the floor.
That's gross.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, it's a photo of his mom on a horse. And it was a gift to her. She's riding on the horse.
That horse looks kind of small.
It looks a bit weird. She doesn't look like she's riding it very well.
It's more like a pony.
It's like a big pony, though.
Yeah, maybe it's like a lower budget rate horse. Not bigger.
Swap meet for a horse.
Yeah.
All right, here's this crazy intro again with the no music and them rocking out.
I'm Bam, Bam. I'm Bam, Bam.
I'm Bam's mom and I'm Bam's dad. Oh, I'm running in a circle. Ooh, I dropped my baton. I'm Bam's mom, baton.
I'm an uncle. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm Don Vito. I threw my skateboard at a camera.
Yeah.
Belly flop.
Wow, Bam. Guitar riffs.
I'm CGI'd onto a roof. Ryan Dunn.
Rip.
Oh, Rab himself. That's who it was. Rab himself. Tyler, some dancer, could be Rab himself. We should remake this show as us, but it's like way lamer. I'm like, Mom, look what I'm so crazy. And I just like knock over flowers and like there's no water in them. And I'm like,
so basically that one video we did, but this.
Which video?
Our video that only a few people know about.
Oh, I think so. Wait, which one? Let me think.
What do you mean which one? The one that Recipes knows about.
Look, they're using these cell phones.
I don't want to give any hints away.
The magic one.
That's what I thought. But like, okay, I don't see how that's messing things up. Oh, I guess I see what you're saying.
No, I'm saying like it's like a parody.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't actually be this guy. I don't have money.
I mean,
most of the show
with that attitude.
Most of the show is about like having lots of money and a film crew that like sponsor and a sponsored show.
You could always CGI
we have
everything.
None of those.
Yes, we have none of those. Hint, hint, businesses out there. We have no sponsor. We could be your Viva La Bam show. So this guy, he bought a VW Bug, but it's ugly and has flowers on it, and the whole family's looking at it and looking at pictures. Oh, because his mom had a car and they bought her a car? They're all laughing at her for some reason. And she's mad. She's mad that he got her a car?
I'd be mad too. I mean,
how dare you buy me a car? It's so silly. It's not a good car. They're pushing it. I guess Viva La Bam is kicking it and throwing rocks at it.
Because
Viva La Bam, why are you so mean to me, Viva La Bam?
Look, they're wrecking their lawn, driving on top of it.
Where do they live? Because they have their property is massive.
On the East Coast, something like that, where grass just grows. You know? Yeah, because they have like rain.
Because even if they're rich, they're like, I don't think, like, to have that property in California is definitely unrealistic.
Yeah.
I also think there's snow in an episode, so I'm pretty sure it's not Southern California. Oh man, they're not doing anything crazy. There's nothing to comment on. They're just driving cars around.
Oh, there's an art class now.
Who's Ape? Is Ape a person?
April.
Oh, that's mean.
That's just what they call her.
This seems mean.
So Don Vito is going to be the nude model for this.
Oh my god!
And he's wearing a sign around himself that says "Happy Birthday, April," and is covering his bad parts.
I think his bad parts say "yo." Is that right?
No parts.
Yeah, I think they're saying "yo." Yeah, anytime they show it by accident.
By accident.
Well,
so innocent.
Aren't they like? It's not like. Aren't they related or something?
Yeah, that's her brother-in-law, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Just standing around naked with your cousins.
And she's yelling at. They're in the street, and she's yelling at them through the window, and she's very mad. She's so furious.
What do you think she's saying?
This is why did she take the sign away?
Yeah, no, like can't hide his shame.
What is happening? Okay, she's making him leave.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Don Vito.
I like how she kept the apron on.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, she's not going to take it off. She's in a rage.
Go home. Why are you guys mean to me?
Look at my belly button.
Here, Mom.
Why would they put that there? Come on.
Here's a photo for you. Oh, they're like recreating a bunch of old photos. I figured it out. I should have noticed that trend earlier. Coming up next, something about a clown and a cake.
Oh, there's a cake. It's a
They
cardboard
really
cake,
spoiled it because now I know what's going to happen next. The clown's going to pop out a cake.
Don't you love these old school shows where like it's only 5 minutes of content?
Yeah, and they replay the same thing like 18 times.
I was going to say you have to give the clown some cell phones.
Okay, so now
I'm on TV. I'm on TV.
Look at me. I'm on TV. So there's a guy looking at TV and it was like looping infinitely, and he was freaking out about him being on TV.
It's like I can do that, no BS, no big deal.
Yeah, man, it happens all the time. The subtitles ruin the show for me because it's supposed to be muted, and then Viva La Bam has
looks like they're gonna do some boxing.
Yeah, Viva La Bam looks like a wizard. He has a black robe on with like gold on it. He looks like he's about to like Mortal Kombat. He just gave.
They just exchanged money, as in maybe a bet of some sort.
Yes, and they have a cardboard cake. Oh, is he going to be the clown? Maybe they paid him to be the clown.
Put him in there. And obviously he's going to get all sweaty and gross looking.
What is that? Is that a audio thing?
It looks like it. I couldn't tell. It was pretty quick.
All right, so they tape like a speaker to his wrist. They're dressing up Don Vito like a clown.
Pretty crummy makeup.
Pretty bad. They did a bad job on the makeup. He's arguing with them. He's like, no, I don't want to go in the cake. I don't want to go in the cake.
I like how this is it before it.
Yeah, this is like worse for. Again, he's going underneath the cake, the crappy, the cardboard cutout cake.
Like nobody would believe that's a real cake. Come on, guys.
I don't. That's not the joke.
What if they made like a real cake and it's all edible looking, and then someone pops out of it, and you're like, I could have ate that cake.
Well, what's easier is that they just frosted the outside of that cake because it'll look real.
That's like the easy way out.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're gonna put a Don Vito in it. I don't think you need to go through the trouble of making a real cake.
But what if they go through the effort of frosting it, but they use like something artificial? That's like not frosting, and you can't eat it. It's like, why didn't you just use frosting?
Yes, like they use paint. I would agree with that. Why would they do that? Oh, this episode is a bad one. This is a bad episode. It's not nearly as funny as the last episode.
So his mom and dad are in that Volkswagen Beetle, and it's just his dad like takes up the whole car.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like that thing looked crappy to begin with, and now has 2 full adults inside of it. I'm surprised it even works at all.
Wow, look at that
suspension is bottomed out.
Yeah, is it like 3 like CRT monitors?
Twanky.
Twanky.
Oh man, look at him in his Lambo. Look at him go.
What is that sign? Where are they?
Atlanta?
There's an episode. I forget which one.
Fake.
But
is that Guy Fieri?
It's Billy Idol.
No, it's Billy still dancing with himself. Idol.
So there's an episode where he gets an inflatable raft, and they like pull the cord inside of his Lamborghini, and it pops out all the windows and everything and wrecks it. Oh,
I think I've seen that one.
And they didn't think that was going to happen, so that's kind of funny.
We should watch that. I wish we were watching that episode rather than this Billy Idol
in a car. Late ones.
Yeah. Driving in cars. This episode might as well been called "Driving in Cars," where nothing is
driving with Bam.
driving with Bam and his family. Where Bam is a good boy and doesn't do anything bad in this episode.
Now, does Billy Idol ever show his face without sunglasses?
No, never. He has his son. Yeah. He was born with sunglasses. Yeah, his sunglasses are actually a part of him.
What if you take him off? Is it just like a void in there?
No, you can't take him off. They're part of his face. He walks outside.
Can you take off your arm?
He puts on sunglasses. He's like, oh, it's bright outside, and he puts on sunglasses over his sunglasses, which are just his eyes. And they are not functioning sunglasses. They just look like pupil. That. Yeah,
have you ever seen Cave Fish?
Cave Fish?
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh my gosh. They're driving across town with the cake and a flatbed. With
like girl day, no? And you're
totally safe,
forget you.
At highway speeds.
I was like, what are you talking about, Tiffany? I just realized.
Look at that, they're driving the Volkswagen. Like,
why are they driving in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
But on the line,
it's a small car. It's not that hard to get it aligned in the lane.
They're using the line as a track, like they're in some kind of ride at Disneyland.
I think they're panicking, and it looks like the car broke down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they are kind of big, you know.
That's not why it broke down.
It only has like a 30 horsepower engine. They could barely, push them along.
Meanwhile, and she has one real horse.
Meanwhile, in Atlanta, Viva La Bam and Billy Idol get out of the car.
Billy's still dancing with himself, Idol.
Okay, Viva La Bam and Billy still dancing themselves idle.
Who's the douchebag guy with the
which one?
Douchebag hat.
Which one?
I forget.
They're all wearing hats in dumb ways.
No,
they're all douchebags with hats.
Like a fedora or something?
No, a trilby.
It's not an actual fedora.
It's a trilby.
Yeah.
I think that actually is a fedora, though.
It's a chappy. He wants to be a real boy.
Wait, why are they going to cut they're going to cut into his Lambo?
I mean, he can afford a new one.
I know, but still, like, what the crap?
Check your privilege.
Oh my gosh.
They're actually doing it.
That's like $20,000 of damage just from that little, I want to replace my roof. All right, well, we have to replace the whole car.
I think they're trying to make a sunroof or something.
Jeez.
I mean,
I wonder,
maybe it's fake. You know how this is all staged? Maybe it's a fake Lambo.
It's a fake car. I'm thinking though, if that's okay, so let's assume it's real because I think it's real because Viva Bam is a crazy guy.
Well, I think if they put the branding on there, it has to be.
Maybe, yeah. But I was gonna say
it might be like a hard top, like they have the convertible and they just put a hard top on it.
Maybe, but here's the thing: if it's so they cut. I wonder if damaging that Lambo makes the episode technically the most expensive episode. Anytime they damage the Lambo, it's that episode if they were to pay for the repairs, that episode now costs 20 times more than any other episode.
Well, according to officialfan.proboards.com.
Okay, the only trustworthy website for the Viva La Bam information, yeah.
Someone said basically all of Viva La Bam stuff is half-ass scripted. The premise of each episode, the pranks, the games, all that stuff was scripted from April 26, 2009.
Well, obviously the games are scripted. They're not just gonna go hey, we're gonna go make golf. They're gonna do that for the show. I'm wondering how much of the lines are scripted, which I would guess are a lot. But it's more about obviously the concept for each episode is scripted. Yeah, duh. But to what degree is my question? Are the lines being fed? Are they somewhat organic? Is there at least a little bit of improv, or is it you say this, now you say this? That's what that's my question for reality shows. To what degrees each show must vary. Some shows might be we don't write anything. It's actually I think Survivor is very unscripted. I think. So I always wonder on the spectrum.
I feel like they have key points they have to do in the show, but everything else can be in between those. It can be unscripted.
Survivor or this?
Survivor, where they have those points they have to. Do.
I think the guy running the games, the host, yeah, he's all scripted, obviously, but the show itself, I think, is relatively raw. Besides, he's gonna do this.
Oh no! I found a Reddit and I'm ruining the magic for me. I should stop reading it, but I don't want to.
What is the question?
Like that movie, The Prestige. Once you know how the trick works, it's not cool anymore.
But like sometimes.
Oh my gosh, the top,
is, real cool.
The top comment on that thread. Okay, Tiffany, you linked to. Did anyone know Bam Margera or come into contact with him during the Viva La Bam days? Okay, top comment, 9 points. What the crap? I was Bam's neighbor for a long time. Whoa, and he only has 9 points for the top comment.
How many people are looking for Viva La Bam stuff?
But this is on the Jackass subreddit. I think that would get way more views from, I guess it was 2 years ago. Who's going to Jackass subreddit 2 years ago? I guess that's why. Dang, what an untapped thing. One time I was in 7th grade. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. I don't want to read it because that's amazing though.
Yeah, apparently they're nice and stuff. So that's
sure. Yeah, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Outside of outside the show. My thing is
he did become a jerk when he got all drunk and stuff after.
Probably.
Ryan Dunn's death.
That's a whole nother thing though. That's a whole mental problem level. But my thing is living like this. Let's say they turn off the cameras and continue acting like this. That lifestyle is not sustainable, nor is it super enjoyable when all your stuff is trashed 24/7. He's only bringing the leaf blower inside the house because it's funny. That's not actually benefiting anyone.
You guys.
All right.
Growing up, I had a lot of the same teachers as Bam, and their crew they always had stories. My cousin was in the same grade and on the same bus as him. She said that one time in high school, he peed in the back of the bus and watched it roll up to the front when the bus stopped.
I can see that.
Sounds more like him.
No, I can see that because I had a friend in high school who was he wasn't really my friend. He was more my brother's friend, but I knew of him, and he was crazy guy, off the wall, you're what are you doing, man? He got expelled from high school. Of course. The way he did it is, so I used to take a graphic design class where I did screen printing. I learned how to print screens. Next door was the automotive class where you could learn about small gas engines and balancing tires and all that stuff. They were working on, or it was metal shop and that shared a wall. I think it was that class. I'm not sure if it was metal shop or that, but one of them was rebuilding a little mini bike. Well, that guy decided to ride it down the main hallway, nearly killing every single person in the school. He got it was totally cool. Because I saw it, I was like, what's that guy doing? Well, there he goes down the hall, expelled. That was my friend. So if I could see that happening, there's those people who just are bouncing off the walls. And I could see that from him. But also that he was also a really nice guy though, too. He's just crazy. So I can see that from Bam. And clicking the milk emoji on Rabbit. Now everyone's doing it. I love how everyone just jumps in on it.
Yeah. You have to, I mean.
The milk and the heart emoji makes strawberry milk.
Oh, hey, that's pretty cool. I keep pressing.
I know.
It keeps on.
It doesn't want you to spam it. But it's I think it's a glitch.
Because there's a link behind it now, but before there wasn't.
Whew. Is this episode almost over?
Yeah, there it goes. It's better now.
I don't think, but I'm saying I don't think the website wants you spamming these emojis. I think it's just a glitch that you could click it multiple times within a small time frame, and then it goes away and we click through it by accident. But yes. Oh yeah. So flashback,
it does go away.
It does go away. But I don't think anyways, flashback to Don Vito. They left him in the clown costume. They just left him out in the parking lot for hours on end. Cruel. Yeah. And now he just jumped out and I think they all went home and he's yelling at a bar full of people and they're laughing at him and everyone else is sleeping.
I'm watching this video. I mean, I'm watching Viva La Bam, but I'm also watching this video of this guy on a motorcycle riding his motorcycle across of a big lake, and it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's always cool. Yeah, the hydroplaning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You could do that with quads as well.
But how does it hurt if you eat it?
Yeah, I would assume. Well, I don't think it would necessarily hurt, but you definitely ruin your dirt bike. Yeah. There's but it's not going to be one of those things where it's if you fall in it, it's just as hard as concrete sort of stuff. Maybe if you're going real fast, you might skip. Well, because that thing, if you
no abrasion damage.
What?
There's no abrasion damage.
Probably not.
All scraped up.
I don't know how much faster you're going on that versus wakeboarding. You fall, you skip a little bit. I don't think it's that bad. But that's the thing though. Some people do though is they put skis on the front of their dirt bike. You can actually control it to some degree. And that was in How Did This Get Made? They watched Triple X 3 or whatever it was, and they were laughing at them doing that. But then I was getting mad because that was the one realistic thing in that movie. Someone did do it with Red Bull, I think. They actually surfed with a dirt bike by having like it had like a ski in the front, and it was a special like ski for it. And the guy, like, he was driving around on the water, and then he went into a wave. What is it called when a wave curls? I don't know what that's called. It breaks, and he went inside of it in the tube. The tube, and he did that, and it was real. And so on How This Get Made, they're XXX. They're like, that was so silly. I'm like, it's a real thing, and I linked them the video. There you go. Or Tiffany linked something, whatever. It's a real thing. It's actually a cool thing. Like, most of the time, real dirt bikers, the front tire, I think, creates too much drag, so you can't do it indefinitely. They're usually they just go fast as hell and then just skim across a lake. But I think if you have a ski in front, you could go for quite a while. All right.
Interesting.
I'm over Viva La Bam.
Yeah, I'm over that. We will probably not do that again for a while, although I do definitely enjoy the show Muted. There is something to it, not understanding.
It's like watching like a relic.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, wow, this glimpse into history. What was that like?
Not only is it like a relic and it's old and it has such like these weird like early 2000 vibes, but also like not understanding it is chaos enough to not know what's going on without the audio.
It makes sense of it. So
It's the jump cuts to like different things that don't make sense, and you're having to like put it together in your brain, and you really don't get enough information just from the visuals alone. There's a lot of talking that goes on that like sets up the world of Viva La Bam. The lore, the Viva La Bam lore is not all there without the audio.
I think this show, you can go audio or not. You can kind of follow with what they're doing.
Not always. I felt like in the other 2 episodes that we watched, the one with the mini golf thing, I didn't understand it till the end. I didn't know what they were doing until the very end. It was like, oh, I guess. So yeah, I want to thank Monk Turner for the use of his song. I think it's Evaporated Eric. We use that as our theme song. Really appreciate that. It's a really cool song. Check him out. I think he has a website. I think it's like monkturner.com, or just Google him. He has a lot of cool music and stuff like that. Also, stuff. I don't even know what we do. Oh, check out UpDownLeftDie.com. I have no idea. Like, it's been a while. Check out UpDownLeftDie.com for more information about the podcast, the episodes, where to listen, when we record, all that stuff. Keep an eye on that page. It'll also have when the next time we're going to record and what movie we're going to watch. I think at least at the moment it's broken because of the Facebook privacy thing. They broke the API. It returns like this is disabled for right now. So if you want to know, you might have to go to our fan page, facebook.com/bufferbuddies or facebook.com/UpDownLeftDie. I think the events are on there as well. When the API gets fixed, it'll start updating the web page again. But for now, there's a link there. Go to our Facebook, give us a like, follow the events, subscribe to the events. That way you'll know. There's all that stuff. Use hashtag BufferBuddies, hashtag BBEP48, I think, for this episode. If there's any tweets of quotes you want to tweet out or anything like that, really appreciate that too. Really cool. Make sure you rate and subscribe on iTunes and all that other junk. Do we have like ratings for this episode?
I give both episodes of Viva La Bam a 10 out of 10 cut lambos.
I give it 10 out of 10 Forgotten Don Vitos.
Oh, man. Shoot, I can't. What was the first episode? That was them getting jobs. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. Whipped cream shaving. Whipped cream shaves. Whipped cream shaves.
Shakes?
Shaves. Like, they were shaving them. I think that was the joke, was that like they lathered up like Bam's face, or Bam lathered up his friend's face with whatever. Aranya gives it 7 out of 10 wheat? Or how is that? How much is it? Wheat? There's a lot of H's in there.
Wheat?
What about Julia's junk?
You mention that every time. Don't.
You have to know.
We don't have to know. I think next week's episode is going to be.
Fava said 3 out of 10 burning chairs. Did you read that one?
3 out of 10? You didn't like this? Burning chairs is a good one. Dang it, that's a really good one. Shoot, dang, I'm so mad. That was like the best thing.
That was early.
I mean, we could do it in post. Just cut his thing out,
and then it's like,
change yours.
and I'm like, I rate it 3 out of 10. Like, That was my favorite thing about this episode. Was it just was like them sitting on a couch and it just cut to a burning chair. It's like the best without any context. So good.
But if it was squeaky and now they're like, that'll teach you.
That'll teach you.
Stupid chair.
Yeah.
Super chair.
So yeah, keep an eye out. I think next week's episode when we record, I think it's on a Friday. I think we're recording on a Friday. Is it Aviator? Is that good? Should we do that?
Well, it's a good movie, but I don't think it's good for conversation, though.
All right.
It's too good.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Oh, gosh.
That's good.
That's good? All right. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That'll be the next Buffer movies that we record.
Big.
So check that out, all that stuff. Yeah. I'm Jared.
I'm Tiffany.
John Schwartzwelder.
I'm Bam Majera. Look at me do skateboard stuff. Look at me go. Goodbye.
Wow, I can't believe Viva La Bam was on our show.